Hello, my name is Lesley Pazdzioch. Thank you for joining me in this video. In this video I wanted to talk about prayers and how our prayers are answered and how do we really connect with our divine guidance in order to ask for the things that we truly want or need in our lives. And I think that understanding that first and foremost, chance meets a prepared mind. And what I mean by that is that our attitudes matter greatly when we start determining and asking for things that we need and believing in ourselves that this is truly going to benefit us in a positive manner. And one of the things that I think is crucial is having that relationship with the greater divine guidance, through our guardian angels, through our spiritual guidance. That's huge, and the attitude that we have when we're moving forward is critical, because when we ask from a place of despair or a place of loss or a place of desperation, we're really, those are the emotions that we're sending out, because our communication with and from our divine, we can't speak in words to them. We can speak in words, but they can't answer us in words. So it's an interaction on an emotional level. The thoughts that we think bring the emotions that we feel, and that's how we connect. And whatever emotions that we are really focusing on when we're asking for things, whether we realize it or not, we're gonna get that. And that's why I say that attitude matters greatly, and a prepared mind, chance meets a prepared mind, and we have to believe in ourselves. We have to believe that this is what's good, what's in our best interest. A lot of times when we're faced with a challenge and we're not feeling good inside of ourselves, that's our divine guidance. And if we continue that, allowing those feelings to rule us, that's what we're going to get more of, because they don't know good or bad. I mean, divine gives us whatever emotions that we're feeling, whatever thoughts that we're thinking, and we stay in this perpetual spin of desperation and lack. We get more of that. But if we prepare our minds with an attitude that's of believing in ourselves and knowing that we deserve and we can have differently, once we connect those two things, then our divine guidance becomes much easier. It just becomes so much easier. And those challenges are there for a reason, and we need to be grateful for those, because they're telling us emotionally that wherever we are, we're ready for the next level. We're ready to take the next steps. We're ready to move forward from this. Perhaps a choice and decision that you made and you thought that was going to be great, and then now it's lost its flavor. It's lost its zest. Your zest for life for it. It's time to move on. If you're not feeling satisfaction, if you're not feeling hopeful, if you're not feeling happy, if you don't have desires, those are the things that move us forward. So when we pray or we ask for this guidance, I think it's so essential to know what it is we want and how we want to achieve that is key. If you're sitting somewhere, say you want an online business, you want your business to be online and you want it to grow and be very prosperous and beneficial to you. The steps that you take to get there, this is the desire, and it makes you feel good. But then you have to decide, where's the desire? What are the steps that I want to take in order to achieve this? Do I want to create my own website? Does that make you happy? Will it fulfill something? Will creating your own website be a step to get you where you want to be? Because whatever skills you're going to learn creating that website, is that going to help you in the future? Or is it best for you to turn that over to somebody else so that you can focus on things that you feel good about, so that in return the person that's building your website is going to feel that gratitude and that sense of personal pride and giving back to humanity. This is how life is supposed to work. This is how the inner connection works. If it doesn't bring you joy, don't do it. But if you need it, give that joy to somebody else by hiring them to create that website for you. And focus on the things that make you feel good. That's how prayers are answered. And they guide you. All the right things will come to you. Everything will come to you. The right steps, the right people, things just start to show up in your life when you have the right attitude, when chance meets your prepared mind, having the right attitude and believing in yourself. Because you're valuable. You are so valuable. You are so valuable that the divine God created spiritual guides and guardian angels to help you guide and to help guide you through this. That's how critical you are. And we all have it. We all have it. That's powerful. If you really think about that, you are so valuable. The divine God actually, in His creation of everything, created guardian angels and spiritual guides to get you through this life easy, much easier, and to help you. And when 85%, they say that the statistics show 85% of people don't understand that this is available to us. And it's not something that's taught in religion. But the divine is not condemning. He's not punishing. Any of those negative feelings you're feeling, it's because you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. And the deeper and the harder those negative emotions are, with depression and anxiety, it means you're in the wrong direction. Those are signs that your guardian angels and your spiritual guides are showing you you're in the wrong way. You're going the wrong way, my friend. They're showing you love, and they're saying, let's go this way. Let's think this way. Let's feel this way. And if you utilize that and you pray and you ask for this guidance, just ask. A funny story. One day, I heard this: you ask and it is given. And I thought, I'm going to try it out. So I was sitting at the light a few minutes from my house, and I said, all right, God, if that's true, you give us what we ask for. Show me a fish. Show me a fish. I live nowhere near water. I don't fish. I don't know where this thing would have come from. But I asked for a fish. Not 10 minutes later, I got home, opened up my phone, texted my uncle, let him know I got home safely. And I am not even kidding you, right down that text message, little emojis, a fish. It was a girl holding a fishing pole with a fish. Couldn't believe it. I kind of chuckled. So I challenge you and I ask you, just ask for something to show up. Nothing really big, because it takes a long time, and you can ask for something really big, that's fine. But if you just want instant answers, ask for something really small. Just something fun. Show me a rainbow. Show me a star. Show me $1. Show me whatever you want. Just ask them to show you something. And then let it go. And pay attention, because it'll show up. And when it does, that's because what you ask for is given. But really have that anticipation inside of yourself and expect that thing to show up. You can't ask for something and not expect it to show up, because it probably won't. You have to have those expectations, and you have to have the intention.